What
So
the
now,
fuck is up?
what is going on, fam? Lee, what up, Pink Ass?
Thing.
Holy fuck!
I'm so excited for this shit.
It's so exciting!
Jeez, alright.
You fucked it up, Clay. Like, you ruined it. Oh my god. He yelled so loud he broke his internet.
He's done.
I can never have fun.
I didn't say shit, so...
Yeah, I think you did. I think we all heard it.
I'm talking about... Okay, whatever. So now, fellas, is something I wanted to bring up would be our leaders in each conference. So what is our top 5 in each conference? Let's go ahead and, brainstorm it right now. I think it's pretty easy to do, but...
Each conference, are we talking about,
For
like,
each
Power 5?
NFC, AFC. NFC, AFC right now. Power rankings for top 5 right now.
Halfway through the season...
Remember, the 49ers are on a 3-game losing streak.
Thank God. Thank God.
Very happy about
Fuck
that.
Brock Purdy. Fuck Iowa State.
All right.
Everything.
I love Brock Purdy.
Oh,
Shut up.
Oh, but George Kittle's
Yeah,
on
we
the
fucking
team.
know
Oh.
you do.
I don't
George
care. I
Kittle's
don't care
on-
what school he
I'll
went
cheer
to.
for George Kittle, but he still said fuck Dallas. So I mean,
I
it's
don't
whatever.
care. I don't care what
Dude.
school he went to. Okay, we should start with
Okay, he
the
didn't
AFC.
say it, but he interpreted.
Let's start with the AFC. AFC is going to be stacked as fuck. Obviously, you got to have the Dolphins because they're 6-2, leading that division still. It's close with the Bills, but I still think Dolphins will pull through. The most exciting team of the year, according to TJ, right?
The Miami Dolphins.
Yes.
I think they're very fun to watch. I want to see them beat a good team, though.
When they have A-Chain on the team, or A-Chain
Achan.
on the team and fully healthy,
It's
Yeah.
Achan.
that's
AFC
when they're the most exciting team in football, and that's when I think they can start to compete.
The
'Cause you
AFC
gotta have
West
that
is still.
two-dimensional offense.
The
And
AFC
when
West
A-Chain-
is still.
First of all, they are lucky as shit that A-Chain, as a 5th-round pick, it was able to come out like that. I don't know if it's just their scheme and Mike McDaniel's just a master, but I feel like it's not that easy to develop talent like that from a running back point. I think it's pretty unless if the Dolphins' offensive line is like god tier that we don't know about.
Oh, it's definitely
Which
not.
They're not. They're really not. They're pretty average, anyways. So, gosh, it's so hard because they got blasted by the Bills.
It's just it's
It's
really
so
hard for
weird.
it's really hard to predict for the Dolphins, Bills, even the Chiefs.
We got to put the Chiefs in there.
Pretty
I know
much
they just lost to the Broncos.
No, here's the thing: the Chiefs have a high floor, but how high are they going to get? That's the thing.
I
I think
want
you
the-
can guarantee they're always going to be like a divisional round team, but
And
How far
Jacksonville's
are they
sneaky,
gonna
man. They're 6-2 as well.
I want Jacksonville in there. Jacksonville they were inconsistent, but they've won the important games that they needed, and I feel like those wins are gonna translate in the playoffs or securing a spot. Also, not to mention they lead their division by 3 games, so
No.
I don't need to explain that. The only division we need to talk about is the AFC North. 3 teams, all 4-3, and then we have Baltimore at 6-2.
Baltimore's definitely in there. I mean, Baltimore's pretty insanely good, but for some reason, I just feel like they just lose games they shouldn't. That's why I don't like picking the Ravens for games.
The
They
thing
just
is,
lose games
I don't
that
know.
they shouldn't lose.
I don't know what team I would want to give a spot to. No other besides the Jets. The
Can't
Jets
put
would
the
be
Jets in
the
there.
Jets would be the only other team besides the 3 teams
You got
in
to
the
put
AFC
Buffalo
North.
in there.
Well, yeah,
Got to put Buffalo
but
in there. They're the only team
yeah.
to beat Miami, and so is the Eagles.
dude,
That's
if
true.
Rodgers comes back for the playoffs,
I mean, brother, he probably is.
I don't know. And then
They're gonna be
the Bengals
terrifying.
the Bengals have woken up. So I mean, the Ravens could very well slip to all three of these teams in the North.
Cleveland's played a lot better this year than I thought they would be.
Same with the Steelers.
My one.
I knew I called after the Joe Burrow injury. I did say they would go to a slow start, and the Bengals have improved a lot. I think they could they could probably take it from Baltimore. I mean, Baltimore's been known to just choke, so now we'll see.
They got pretty lucky on that one run on Ray Lewis's last season. I don't really know. Didn't the Patriots miss a field goal or something at the end of a dying field goal in the AFC Championship to
I don't
lose?
think it was.
And then that's the reason why the Ravens went to the championship. I think that's one of the
I
things.
think it
that
was,
happened.
yeah.
So, yeah, the Ravens just don't really play well, and I mean, look what happened to 2019 when they were 14-2, and
They kind of
lost to the fucking Titans.
hand it to teams on a silver platter. They'll play decent, and then they'll just here, fucking take it from me.
Mhm.
I don't know.
But yeah. So let's actually fucking talk about what our teams are.
I still feel like the Bengals. I still feel like the Bengals could potentially take it over a spot over the Bills. They're only a game below.
EJ, the Bengals are 5 for you.
No, let's pick our 5 right now. Let's do it.
Oh,
Dolphins.
All right, so
Dolphins?
do you want to go by one?
All three of us 1, all three of us 2, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3.
No, we got to do it all of us.
Can we all agree Dolphins number 1? Can we all agree Dolphins number 1?
Oh,
I want to, but fine.
All right.
I'll put
Dolphins?
Miami 1.
Chiefs 2.
Yeah, Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
They just whooped the Lions, bro. Come on.
No, hold on.
Baltimore
hold on.
3.
I gotta say, dude. Fucking.
Either that or Jacksonville.
If you say Jacksonville, I'm gonna get pissed.
Well,
No, I didn't
Jacksonville.
even pick my one yet, bro. I'm still going.
Keep in mind, Jacksonville beat the Bills.
They just lost to the team that the
I
Miami
don't
Dolphins
care.
beat by 50.
I don't
Jacksonville-
care.
No.
Jacksonville
Don't
beat the
care.
Steelers. They beat the Bills. They beat the Saints.
I'm going Miami 1. But
Bro,
you
Mac
have
Jones looked like Tom Brady against the Bills. Shit happens. It's the NFL. He's still
Okay.
bad.
We don't need it. We don't need to have this in any particular order. The 5 teams that we think that are making it: Dolphins, Chiefs, Ravens. Gotta have the Jags, and then
Probably just put
we
Buffalo
all
in
want to
there.
say the Bills.
Yeah, those are probably the 6 big teams. But this is what I would say. My number 2. Yeah, just because of how bad they beat the living shit out of the Lions, I would put the Ravens at 2.
You're gonna put Miami at 3.
Miami hasn't really done well against big contenders.
You mean they lost against the Eagles and losing to the Bills at home at
You know
Bills?
what? Yeah. Dolphins at 2.
I was gonna say. I mean, they're
Dolphins
games
too.
that they did kind of just.
If the
weren't,
Jaguars,
beating,
if the
but-
Jaguars can hold on to beat
Dude,
the
they
Bills,
might take that one spot when A-Chain comes back.
I hope he does.
If
Might
that's
take
the
that one
hold
spot.
on, if that's the case,
I'm
if
cheering for Miami this year.
if
dude.
the
I want them to go
Jaguars
far.
can hang on to beat the Bills, the Jaguars should be second or third. But I'll just say that
Ugh, that's gross.
it's not
That
gross.
is gross.
First of all, against the Saints, the only reason they won is because Foster dropped a fucking pass wide open in the end zone through his butterfingers.
And guess
they
what? All the
covered
other
six.
games
And
that
Hey.
and guess
why
what?
they
The
beat
other 2
Saints.
games that Jacksonville lost was all because Trevor Lawrence going to get shit going.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's talk about it. This week, you're gonna find out how good they are.
We will.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
see.
literally the point. He can't get it going a lot of the times. They're inconsistent.
I said
even
this.
though sometimes they don't, they
He
still
has-
win the game.
he has
They're,
problems getting it
inconsistent,
started.
except they finish the games. That's it.
And you know what? This week I have the Jags beating the Niners. So
Well, I got a shocker for number. I got a shocker for number 3 here, and you guys are gonna fucking hate me for it.
why are we?
I thought
we're
we
just
already
naming
discussed
6. We're not
our
doing.
five.
No, we were just talking about them. I didn't pick my 3.
You don't have to
I said
pick.
we're-
We're just all agreeing who's gonna make. We're not doing a ranking.
oh, okay.
I mean,
We're
That
just
was
saying
just
these are
number
gonna be
three. Kind of
the.
a
I was
break.
gonna say
So-
number
so
three
we
is
have,
Bengals
like-
for me.
So we're gonna have the Jags, Ravens, Chiefs,
Miami
Bills,
and Buffalo.
and Miami in there.
Bengals.
I do want to have Buffalo at 6. I mean Bengals in there too.
The Bengals in there.
I do want to have
Over who though?
uh
Over who?
6th.
I think they're the third best team right now in the AFC.
How?
I told you they had a
Because
slow
have you
start with the
seen
Joe
the
Burrow
way they've
calf
fucking
injury.
Been playing the last 2 weeks. Joe Burrow is back to his form. The whole team, the
Can you
defense is
step away
absolutely
from your
lights out, and that's
microphone?
supposed to be the part of the team that's holding them back.
Can you step away from your mic?
They literally have turned everything. I don't know what kind of coaching they're doing on the defensive side right now, but it's absolutely insane. You guys should actually watch these Bengals
I do.
games. I don't care if they're 4-3. They always have a shitty first month of the year ever since Joe Burrow's been in the.
The
I've
Bengals
been on
have
this
never,
team.
The
They're
Bengals,
bouncing back.
the Bengals have never been a good football team. Their best 2 players you
They've
can.
never been good.
No,
bro.
they never really have been. They have Chad Johnson and
Make the Super Bowl and you're bad.
Chad Johnson and Anthony Munoz are your 2 best players. The Bengals have never been a really good franchise. I don't know. Okay. Like you
You're talking about their.
You cannot be a
all-time
successful franchise. Their playoff record, their playoff record's 10-16. They've lost more games than they've won the playoffs, and they've only won those games because of Joe Burrow.
Yeah, he's team right now.
4 of those games was from Joe Burrow.
Yeah, he's on the fucking team right now. We're talking about right now.
I'm saying as an overall franchise, the Bengals are
This is
not
why
successful
are we
in
talking
winning.
about that in a mid-season playoff picture analyzing.
Because, oh
Yeah,
my
I know.
God, because you need to understand the history of football teams. Like when Cam
does
Newton was
that
on the
matter?
when you understand the Bears.
What does
I've
that
never been
matter?
successful
The
with
Chiefs fans,
with certain
You can
things.
say the same, dude. Dude, the Bills have never won a fucking Super Bowl.
You can say the same
Either.
shit about Miami.
So why are we? This
No, you
Why are we not
cannot.
talking-
Miami's one of the greatest
Why,
franchises.
what does that have to do with anything we're talking about?
Miami is one of the greatest NFL franchises.
They haven't won anything in a while.
That doesn't mean anything.
Wait, based off your knowledge.
The Dolphins, though, like off of overall franchise, like the whole franchise itself, the Dolphins are usually not a bad team. There are certain teams that are supposed to be trash. The Jaguars are supposed to be trash. That's why no one trusts. They're 6-2 standing right now. The Jaguars have always been a shit franchise. The Panthers,
literally an
the
AFC
Panthers have
champion.
always
A
been a
lot of
shit.
people trust them because
Hold
they're
on, hold on. The Panthers have always been a shit franchise. When Cam Newton took over the Panthers, no one fucking believed that they were going to go to a Super Bowl.
Why are we talking about this? This is the dumbest fucking argument.
It's not. It really isn't. The Cincinnati is not successful at winning football games. They are
Get out.
inconsistent.
You can say that now, though.
They are completely inconsistent. Their whole franchise record, they've been a hornet's nest. Even though they've been to a Super Bowl.
As of recently, though.
I can say the same thing for the Bears. The Bears are just overall mediocre. We never get shit done. What do you want to say about your Cowboys? Your Cowboys are great.
Now that is your best take.
The Bears are sure
Mediocre.
You can tell a lot about a team and their overall franchise because shit really doesn't tend to change with the franchise.
Yeah, I talked about that.
Unless
with the
there's like,
Cowboys,
unless
but,
it's like
I mean,
unless it's like Golden State, where it's like a fucking dynasty.
Yeah, but you know how hard it is to build
Golden
a
State
fucking
Warriors
dynasty.
were
Yeah,
absolute
it's incredibly difficult.
trash
That's why I'm
before.
saying. That's why I'm saying it tends to be the
The
same.
Warriors were terrible before Steph Curry showed up. They didn't win anything
Exactly.
for like 50 years.
Yeah,
Bro, that has nothing to do. Oh my god.
unless you build a dynasty. That's no. It has everything.
NFC.
It has everything to do with my point.
NFC
It has absolutely everything to do with
Guys.
my point.
NFC
Oh, dude.
analysis, guys.
I'm gonna kill someone.
This one is pretty okay. The NFC so far is pretty obvious.
Is it?
The one thing
No,
where it
it's
becomes
not.
a little bit difficult is where you're comparing the 49ers and the Seahawks. You would have obviously said the 49ers were looking like the best team in football, but then they lost 3 games in a row. So now you're probably contested with who's better, who's going to win the division, the Seahawks or the Niners. But I mean, it's clear that let's be obvious, guys. Here, Eagles are number 1.
Okay.
Lions are number
You're
2
forgetting the
right now
Lions. You're forgetting
because
the
of
Lions.
how shit the 49ers have been and looked. Honestly, because of how bad the 49ers, just because the 3 losses, I'd put Seahawks at 3,
What?
49ers at 4.
What
No.
do you?
Yeah.
You need it.
No.
Hold on.
Really?
Not after losing 3 straight. I'm
Hold
sorry, I
on. Hold
can't do it.
on. Hold on. First off,
Oh, you're
the
talking to
first
him. I mean,
the
okay.
first
I was
4
like-
teams are your division winners. So you can't have them there. Who are you? So you have who do you have winning the
These
division?
are just rankings, bro. Right now.
Well, who do you have
Who's
winning the
ranking?
It doesn't matter. The first 4 are going to be your division winners, and then everything
It's
after
fluid. It's fluid though. It
Clearly,
changes.
there's not an NFC South winner in here, Clay, huh?
that. There will be.
No,
Who
there
the
isn't.
f- are you gonna put in there?
They're going to make the playoffs. Whoever wins the NFC South wins the playoffs.
It doesn't mean they're
Who
the
goes to
best
the playoffs?
in the top 4 best.
If the
teams.
Falcons-
Atlanta. I'm not putting Atlanta in the top 5. You got no.
If the Falcons finish 7 and 8
Bro,
and they make the
Dude,
they make the
Falcons and the
playoffs,
Saints are tied right now, and TJ. What makes you? Why are you putting the Falcons before the Saints, bro?
because bruv,
Let's be honest.
Derek Carr is my new special piece of shit. Daniel Jones is no longer the special piece of shit. Derek
Yeah,
Carr
'cause
is.
he's not playing.
You're putting Derek Carr in the same hole as
Derek
James
Carr,
This whole
Jones.
thing
you
is just
special
gone fucking
piece of
south.
shit.
This whole thing has
You
just gone south.
inconsistent piece of shit. No, he's inconsistent as fuck. Lead your team to a fucking win and stop throwing shutdown passes. Pass the ball.
You know what?
Don't throw
you know what's
picks.
even worse is that
Alright.
Daniel Jones is consistent at being trash.
Except
the worst part.
except for week 1. Except for week 1. That was
You guys can.
exceptional.
Bro, did you know that Derek Carr's had 4 300-yard games this year?
Yeah, and they're
Can
still
I-
4
can I be
and
honest?
4.
Yeah. We're gonna put the 49ers above Dallas. I get why you want to do that, but we didn't lose 3 straight. We didn't lose 2 straight.
Oh my god, dude.
Dude, I forgot about Dallas.
Eagles,
I'm sorry.
Eagles,
I'm
Dallas,
sorry.
Seahawks.
I'm not trying to be biased here. I'm just saying, how can the 49ers be above Dallas?
Eagles,
Because
Lions.
they beat the brakes off of their fucking defense.
No, you got to go.
But bro, that was 3 weeks ago.
You got to go. Eagles, Lions, Dallas, Seahawks, and then you have to have an NFC South winner.
I
for
guess
your
I
fifth.
guess if I'm writing off, you know what? That's fair. Let's put Dallas.
This
at
is
3,
fluid.
because
It changes.
If I'm writing off the Bears, if I'm writing off not the Bears, the Lions getting destroyed by the Ravens, I can write off that. So that's fair. I'll try
Yeah.
to be consistent.
And then you have to have an NFC South favor to win. So you either got to have the Saints or the Falcons. Even though I don't like they're gonna make it just because they win the division.
I'm not putting either of the fucking teams in my top 5. I'm not doing it.
Well, they have to because
No, I fucking don't have to.
the person who
Saints are
wins the NFC
one
South.
catch and one not blowing a 17-point lead in the fourth quarter and making a field goal away from being 6-2.
Yep. You know what? I'll feel strongly if I
That's
put the
why I think
Saints.
the Saints are 5.
They have to be 5. I wouldn't put any NFC South team in this, but they have to in order for there to be a playoffs. So I have to forcefully put the Saints. Otherwise, I
I
would
was going to
be.
say the Buccaneers, but then they just fell off a fucking
No,
cliff.
bro. No. I would
Baker
say
went back to his normal. No, I'm not going to say.
Baker was right at the bottom. Everybody thought he was going to be absolute dog shit, and then he
Baker's
went
not-
up to like here, and then we're like, you know what? Hold on. Let's go back
Yeah,
down
yeah.
to-
Baker went up to
He's
here
like
because
right
he
there
beat
now.
the Bears. Baker's like
Yeah, he was like here for a second.
Baker's in a
No,
like
he's
a,
like
Baker's like 15th, 17th for quarterback. He's like right in the
in
middle.
that. Yeah, he's right in that like bottom.
I'll have
Third.
I gotta put the Niners just because of the rankings. I put Saints. I put Saints purely based off of
So close. Dude.
Playoff-
It's so close.
a
But
playoff
I gotta
spot,
say,
and then
dude,
the
I gotta
Niners.
say Saints.
Because they've been so there's been so many reasons.
They should have won like 3 fucking games, anyways.
no the whole NFC
The only
South
one
is
that
trash.
they should not have won. They actually got like outplayed. Was the Bucks game? That's it.
You get outplayed by Baker
It's
Mayfield.
the only game that there was like, you know what? Fair enough. We lost. That was a bad
Who do
game.
you guys
Like,
who do you guys
straight
play
up.
next week? Oh wait, do you play us?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's Saints Bears next week.
Oh God! Can I watch that with you? So we have Eagles, Cowboys, Seahawks, Lions,
And
Niners, and sixth
That's
spot.
it.
Sixth spot. I would put the
He ain't
Saints.
doing a fucking 6 spot.
Why are the Seahawks above the Lions, Clay? Why are the
There's-
Seahawks above the Lions?
It's not in any particular order.
It is. Sounds like it's in a particular
for me,
order. It sounds
no.
like your bias ass, dumbass order.
No, I'm just
Oh.
naming teams. Just naming teams, bitch.
Bitch.
I think we should put the Cardinals at 6.
I think you should kind of respectfully shut the fuck up.
Because
They beat the Cowboys.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
beat the Cowboys.
oh, congrats. You beat a fucking inconsistent team. Congrats.
We lost to Josh Dobbs, bitch.
Josh Dobbs ain't bad. He's just on a shit team.
oh yeah,
I think that is about it for our top 5 mid-season analysis. I am so excited for the second half of the season. We got about 55% left. I honestly, the AFC looks wide the fuck open. Like, I have no idea what's going to happen. Obviously, we all have, like, usually things work out how it's supposed to most of the time, but, you know, who knows if the Jets are just going to go off on a tangent, go like 14-3 at this point. Zach Wilson MVP,
Zach Milson.
but you know, anything
Dallas
can happen.
Cowboys.
So
Dallas could, you know, make a splash this year. We don't know.
Then you got Kansas City with the Taylor Swift curse.
his face just immediately turned.
You
don't
talking
worry,
about
we'll
me?
put the crying mode. We'll put Michael Jordan crying right in the middle.
Dude, nah, bro. I can't. I'm not there yet with the Cowboys.
Hey,
I'm not there yet.
Minneapolis Miracle.
Hi, Jimmy's mom. I made a little sock for you.
Thank you for watching this episode of Pinkcast. Let me know what
We're
your
done?
season thoughts are. How
Why does
the
this
end of the
motherfucker
season
talk
for the
about,
rest of
bro?
the season is going to end up going. Thanks for sitting down and
Don't
staying a
talk.
while. If you appreciate this episode, please like, subscribe, and comment. And peace.